Welcome. Today we're just doing the midweek magic Singleton. I've got a deck ready. So I'm revisiting Dimir Reanimator. Just see how it goes. I think I'll look at the deck at the end. So basically we've got all of the self-mill cards, we've got some discard as well, and we've got about 5 reanimation spells. Hopefully we'll get a chance to try out a few interesting alchemy cards as well. Using one copy, of course, of every multi-land, so we've got quite a few tap lands in the deck. And we do have Fear of Death in the opening hand. That's quite good. That's an anti-aggro thing. So we'll keep this hand. A couple of 4-drops. Another 4-drop, okay. So I'm guessing this guy's gone mono-red. Singleton. Yeah, electrostatic infantry. I think I want to get down my sigil of Merkel here. This mills once per turn. The earlier I can get it out, the better. Oh, face breaker, that's nice. Right, okay, it's called the Black Dragon. Tainted Indulgence is a good pickup actually, so we can draw 2 and discard next turn. So we've got to decide what we want to Fear of Death, and I think it'll be the infantry. That's the thing that's going to grow out of control. I think so. That'll hopefully buy us more time. Okay. I've noticed we managed to get rid of 2 of our reanimation spells already, but this is the way with self-mill. Jaya, okay.
Fighting everything with fire.
So she can just make a monk every turn. Pretty nice. Well, we got another tap land. Okay, so we've drawn all of our land we need. This one I guess is good because we can, well, obviously we are, I've got to remind myself, we're a Reanimator deck. We're going to discard the Dreadhound. And Maestro's Theatre, I think. Just trying to remember if I need an, well, I can get another Swamp, I think. Because we're quite black heavy, I guess. Hey, we hit a creature, that's cool. And now I can blow up Jaya, which is pretty cool.
Go on. Impress me.
Right, giving himself haste, so we're looking at 6 damage. So yeah, that's I can blow up Jaya. We could play a tap land, or we could hold that later for when we, because we've got enough land, I suppose. We might, if we survive, of course, we might want to. You might want to cycle that land. I'm just thinking, actually, Monstrous War-Leech is a 6/6. But yeah, blowing up Jaya is probably more important. Of course, I've forgotten that he has Flash. And to be brutally honest, we probably don't have time to cycle Xander's Lounge, so I think we'll play this as a tap land anyway. There's a nice combination here. I don't know if we'll get a chance to use it, but Body Launderer can bring back Verto Resurrected. Yep, he does have removal. And he can give everything haste, and I guess that's 10 damage. But yeah, I mean, this approach, if you want to just get your 3 wins quickly, yeah, just go mono red. There's enough mono red cards to make a consistent mana curve. Didn't think my draw was that bad, but yeah, it's just a little bit slow, and yeah, we played kind of, we had a 2 mana drop that kind of does nothing. Okay, we were just dead to Lightning Strike. Okay, fine. And we've played, what, 3 tap lands as well. So it's going to be mono red all the way. Maybe we drop Sigil of Merkel. I sort of feel like it's probably going to be at least 50% mono red. So we're just not going to have time for these cards to actually pay off. I think Concealing Curtains is quite good and defensive. We might consider that one. Grisly Sigil's not bad. Potentially you gain 4 life. Corrupt Court Official might fit quite well into the strategy. Yeah, Doom Dissenter might be not bad as well. We could just go for the underdog. That's going to trade off with something. We actually drew our removal spell as well. We basically shut down his electrostatic infantry, but didn't have much effect. Well, we'd have died a lot quicker otherwise, but I suppose Singleton means playing if you want to play more than one colour, you have to play a lot of tap lands. We actually drew the Fear of Death again. Maybe this... We'll see if this keeps us alive this time. Okay, tap land. Right. Looks like they're playing Esper Control. Probably. Yes, black. Okay, I think we'll get on the board here with a Cleric. Got quite an aggressive start here, haven't we? I think we go for Cult Conscript. Keep the pressure up. Then we can cast a Body Launderer as well. The only thing about Body Launderer, well, I suppose he can bring back Cleric. Yeah, this is an interesting chap. Okay, let's swing in like this. Mardu outright is a pretty good move here, I think. But I think we'll go Body Launderer first because it just costs a bit more. Okay, excuse me. It's alright. Okay, I come back and yes, Body Launderer got exiled, sure. That's reasonable. So, and he's exiled something. I think we'll swing in with the Cult Conscript. Got to be careful how I say that. We'll go... yeah, we'll go Mardu Outrider. And we can cast that at the end of his turn. Right, he's been able to pay that so he can Void Rend. Right, nice. Without paying the mana cost is the important thing. Sure. So it looks like removal tribal that we're going to enjoy here. Okay, let's discard that one. Right, Syndicate Infiltrator. That's good. We're making the hits here. I think we hold the Takenuma. But at least this guy has got Ward 2, so it's a little bit more expensive for him to deal with. So this seems kind of ridiculously good. So Otawara to bounce the Cult Conscript, and then Invoke Despair, sure, why not? So it's pretty impressive. He's had Infernal Grasp, Soul Transfer, Void Rend, Invoke Despair in his Singleton deck so far. It's not bad going, I think. Right, Takenuma. I think we could just play out our hand here. Do we want to Fear of Death this guy, though? Is he that scary? I think we could Takenuma and Cult Conscript. Let's play Cult Conscript first. Although, okay, let's think about... So Viconia can exile a couple of things from the graveyard at instant speed. That might be quite cool. I think if I could actually discard Fear of Death to transform Viconia, I might be able to cast Invoke Despair on my opponent. But I'm sure he has more removal spells. Okay, another removal spell. Which ones hasn't he had yet? Cut down. The Meat Hook Massacre, yes, of course. With X equals 3. Okay, so let's exile Invoke Despair. Let's exile Void Rend or Soul Transfer. Soul Transfer gives him more value, I think. And at least he can't give the Guardian... Okay, I don't have a artifact instant or sorcery. Luckily it's an enchantment. Okay, that's a tap land, I think. Let's see. Play the Backwater. I want to keep the Takanuma. Might be good to have 6 land, I think. I might come to regret not casting this on a bigger target, but I'm okay with it. Kato Shizuki, of course.
You'll never see me coming. There's no secret I can't uncover.
The other approach is just to make a good stuff deck with everything that gives you every removal spell and every card advantage spell. Seems like it's working for this guy. Yeah. Okay, I think I fancy using my Field of Ruin. I guess on the Rafine's Tower. Okay. I guess, yeah, we could play our Skeleton. So, can he deal with an artifact, is the question. Does he have a permanent to bring back? Yes, he had Guardian. Okay, Cruelty of Gix, so he can bring back my... This is the problem with Reanimator. Before I even hit my reanimation spells, they hit Cruelty of Gix and get my my stuff out of the graveyard. It's quite frustrating, really. If he's going to take a million years with that, let's get on to the next one. I think I'll endure 2 more losses before I ditch this deck. To be honest, it's not quite up to the level of competition here. I like the opener. Swamp we need. That's another good self-mill card. I probably ought to be using it. I'm guessing we get to face mono blue now. Right, we've got to keep one blue mana up, so we'll play the Swamp. I think I want to keep the pressure up, so I'll play the Ghoulcaller. So they've got a nice combination here with the Ghoulcaller and Edgar's Awakening. If we can just discard this one and pay one black mana, we can duplicate a creature from the graveyard. Let's see what he's got there. Network Disruptor. Blue Flyers, I guess, is the deal here. He's not going to swing in though. I think we need this land. It loves to tap this island, doesn't it? Wow. Yeah, we'll need 5 mana for the kicked War-Leech. I think I don't want to swing in with the Ghoulcaller just because it'll get traded off. It's not good for me. But we will mill 4 cards with this guy. There's the underdog. Oh, yeah, I've triggered the Ledger Shredder. I always forget about that. Yep. Nice. Reality chip. Because that is a creature. Okay, we could Mardu Outrider and discard Edgar's Awakening. Bring back maybe a couple of Syndicate Infiltrators, which could be very useful in this matchup. It's the first time I've had I've got the Veteran Ghoulcaller to trigger. That's pretty good. Yep. So we could trade off. Okay, go through. So actually, I feel like I want a kicked Monstrous War-Leech this turn. I'm silly. I've done this about 6 times. I forget that it's a tap land if you don't get it early game. I feel. I'll tell you what. Gray Slaad has Death Touch, which we might be thinking we want to trade off here with the Tolarian Terror. It's difficult. Alright, we do not have 4 creature cards in the graveyard yet, so he does not have Death Touch yet. Reality chip is really good. You can just attach it. Now you can just play cards off the top of his library. So nice spy. Nice. Okay, I think we're ready. We are going to kick our Monstrous War-Leech. Pretty exciting. See if we get something good. No, I don't think we did. So I guess it's going off the Edgar's Awakening. Yeah. Swing in with the Outrider, I think. Okay, we could trade off with a War-Leech. Or we could double block, perhaps, Cult Conscript and Gray Slaad. And that puts a 3 and a 2, 3 and a 1 in the graveyard, which is important for some reason, isn't it? For mana values. We do have a 3 in the graveyard already, but for the Infiltrator, actually. Yeah, I think we'll do this double block here. Oh, nice. Ninjutsu and copy a Tolarian Terror. Beautiful. I've never seen that actually get successfully copied before. Right. Very nice indeed. Infiltrator is a bit of a beast now. See, I don't think this works because I haven't had anything die yet. I'll keep swinging in with the Mardu Outrider, but yeah, Lantern Bearer dying and putting flying on the Terror might be bad. Yeah, because it gives +1/+1, so then I can't deal with a flying Tolarian Terror anymore. So I think it has to be no attacks end the turn. Okay, reality chip on him. Ether channel. Oh yeah, this is a good one. try and match him in the skies. We're just being careful not to double spell here. We don't want to pump up the Ledger Shredder. Okay. Though we've got a pretty strong board at the moment. 4 5/5s. Oh, he's discarded Make Disappear. Oh, God. Wait, I've still got the Malevolent Hermit, so I'll have to use that. Thank goodness for that. Right. Oh, can I put a Cult Conscript into play now, please? I can. It cost me 1 life point, but I think it's worth it. Right, let's survey the situation here. So, he's got 3 flyers, but none of them are as big as my Syndicate Infiltrators. I think we swing in with the big things. Like so. Okay, fair enough. Right, I think I want to bring back... See, could bring back the Hermit. It's kind of interesting, but let's go aggressive. Let's try getting a War-Leech back. Interesting, so you don't get the kicker, I notice. And we'll play Soul Tender. Yeah, you only get to kick things if you cast them. Oh, he's got to Invoke the Winds. Oh, man. And yeah, he can do that on my flyer. Fair enough. let's see, so we can see that in his hand. He's got 4 blockers. This guy's got Menace. I feel like if we blitz out the underdog, he has some problems. Well, he might go down to 1. He'd have to block the underdog. Just think about the backswing here. 8, 9, 12 damage. I think he's got to chump block with a couple of things. I think both of these things. I think he swings back for about 9 damage. But we're going down to 10. So it's a little bit iffy, isn't it? And we're running out of time. Okay, let's underdog. We can get a flying blocker if we do that. Right, I'm going to play my Hermit from the graveyard, which is going to pump his Ledger Shredder, but gives me a flying blocker. Okay, he's getting countered, sure. Yeah, Cult Conscript survived, I guess, because you had to let. Those are the 2 he had to let through. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Bouncing that back to his hand to draw a card. Combat research, okay. This should have... Oh, it's not legendary, that guy, actually. That's getting flying, okay. Fair enough. I count 3 blockers, he's on 1 life. I think we... Tenacious Underdog here. And swing in with everything. Yeah. Oh, that was a long one. We got there in the end. Cool. Oh, nice. Yeah, Sungold Sentinel's pretty good. Pretty relevant. Guess to exile something from the graveyard. Let's go for it again. Yep, get to see a bit of Vohar in action. Black mana with this one, and play a Skeleton. It's a good start, Tenacious Pup. Boosts all his incoming things. Tremble and Vigilance. So we drop the Dreadhound. So this is becoming a 5/5. We could try racing. It may not go well. Sure, and they've got Trample and Haste, why not? Okay, so at least I can double block this one. Well, at least we got some kind of land. Syndicate Infiltrator is only a 3/3. And this is going to be a 6/6 next turn. We could Ghoulcaller and Alter a Bile, I suppose. Because we're looking at chump blocking now. So we could play Junji next turn, we could just discard him. Oh, okay, he's going to eat my graveyard. The Jin-Gitaxias, yeah, makes sense. I think we just need to draw some cards. I'm going to... Let's just think about this a little bit. Okay, we have a 4 and a 6 in the graveyard, so we can totally dump a 5. Wait, no, Junji's... I think Junji's a bit too good. I think, yeah, we dump the Hermit. Hermit's a 2-drop anyway. We need a 2-drop in the graveyard. And we can exile something for 3 mana. Play out Dreadhound. I think maybe Junji's the best one. So we have a 1/4/6. We could throw away an Outrider. I think I like this. Yeah, I think we'll just do this combination. He might have a combat trick, but we'll just have to take it on the chin if he does. Could make him discard, but I think we go Dreadhound here. Do we have a 3-drop in the graveyard? No. I mean, Mardu Outrider is pretty awesome. Also we can do Gray Slaad. Very interesting. Right. Syndicate Infiltrator does cost me 1 life, which could be a bad idea. We'll do it anyway. It's fine. Dreadhound will stay on the defensive. I think maybe we bring Sarevok back. Oh, right. So he had red all this time. That might be what he's got in his hand. Doverlar's Huntmaster is good. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. Okay. My turn. Okay, we've got Edgar's Awakening. So Sarevok, I guess, yeah, we can add +4 to the Syndicate Infiltrator. But how are we going to block all of these? Anyway, let's do it. Ah, yeah, little mistake. We took a crucial card out of the graveyard, so he lost a couple of points of power. Got the haster, right. Yep. That's 6 attackers. I'm dead. I can let the Tenacious Pup through and take 1 damage though. And a wolf. We need to kill Toblot's Huntmaster. Kill that guy. Maybe kill a wolf like that, chomp and chomp block like that, and take 3 damage. Okay, I'm going to draw and discard. Okay. Okay, interesting. So Sarevok adds 6 to the Infiltrator here. Swing for 11 damage. Right. So looks like we're dead next turn. Now, how about I see what happens when we do this? Seems like it's potentially very interesting. Oh, all the tenacious underdogs. And then we swing in and win, I think. Is that really happening? Wow. There we go. 14 damage. 9 extra damage with help from Sarevok there. There we go. Sarevok. He's just been waiting for his moment. I keep putting him in these self-mill decks. And he just did the job. I'm glad I didn't trade him off for the werewolf the previous turn. Augur of Autumn. Oh, this is a great hit. So this is my second one of these. Absolutely fantastic card. Okay, we can't quite get a turn 2 Snooping Newsie at the moment. Okay, but we'll keep it. I think we'll start with Xander's Lounge, because if we get an untapped land, we can play the Newsie. Okay. Yeah, we want double black, so we'll grab a swamp. And go for the Conscript, which was a nice top deck. I think we slap down Cemetery Tampering next turn. Gilded Pinions, what's going on here? So he can give something flying, he makes a treasure. This is Riveteer, Swamp, Mountain, Forest, so some kind of Jund Treasures deck, maybe? Okay, I mean, in theory, you should put more pressure on the board with the Soul Tender, but I'm going to go straight for Cemetery Tampering. Oh boy, that's not great. So we'll just grab the Underdog, get a free Underdog in about 15 turns, maybe, if we're lucky. Right, Bribery Tracker, that's a good one. Well, there's a Summon Undead. We'll go with an Eerie Soul Tender. Of course, he can swing in with flying, because he's got the Gilded Pinions. Okay, this makes a 2/1 flyer. Yeah, not a huge amount I can do about that. I think that's a good chance this just kills me. Oh well, we hit a swamp. That is very good news. The War-Leech right now would be a 6/6. Which is going to help us win the race quicker. So I think this course has Vigilance. We'll swing in with an Eerie Soul Tender. Okay, another flyer. Wow. 8 damage next turn. good top deck, so we can actually double spell this turn. Gets pretty good value actually blocking here, and he gets a 5/5 creature. He might just want to kill me as quickly as possible. Yeah, he wants to kill me as quickly as possible. Can't blame him. Well, we put 13 in the graveyard. Probably should have done the self-mill creature before we attacked with the War-Leech, just in case we could do something. So unfortunately, yeah, we're only going to gain 3 life off the Newsie. Unless... Oh, okay, Gigantosaurus, sure. Good news is it doesn't have trample. Yes, please. Okay. Right, we've got Summon Undead here. I've got... So my big idea, I think I saw a Sarevok in the graveyard, right? Sarevok. Oh, yes. So he will add 6 to the power on my Snooping Newsie. Which isn't quite enough to actually beat the Gigantosaurus. But it's a nice idea. We are going to mill... It is going to mill 3 cards for us as well. And it means maybe we get above 8 life. With any luck, we should do. Unless he's got some kind of instant. Well, it put another body in the... You know what, we've got Urtai resurrected as well. Pop the Gigantosaurus, or and swing for how much damage? Because that gets blocked. 6, 8, 10 damage. He's on 10 life. Yeah, change of plans, I think. Or we'll just put, yeah. Interesting, yeah, I think it's Urtai resurrected. Blow up a Gigantosaurus or Briarbridge Tracker. Because I think I'm dead either way. I may as well kill the Tracker, maybe. No, I'll blow up the Gigantosaurus. And he might have a protection spell. It's a very good chance. Yeah, he has Wild Shape, because of course he does. Right, well, you're going to go in. Except he's lost his token for Briarbridge Tracker. That's fascinating. Right, you guys go in. Right. If I could send these guys in, can he afford to like block one of them and still survive? I think, yeah, I only do 8 damage, so I think I'll go in like that. Of course, all he needs to do is make a token. Huh. Okay. Sure. He gets a a big Gigantosaurus to attack with this turn. Oh, with flying. Good game. Good point. I forgot that that's an equipment. Yeah, it all came down to him having a treasure that could cast Wild Shape to protect a Gigantosaurus. Which is bound to happen if you think about it, really. I could have reanimated Sarevok and pumped my... I think I could have pumped him to 10 power. The lifelinker. So maybe that could have given me another round, but then he always had that option of giving flying to his Gigantosaurus. He could have swung for 14. So, but I think I was on 5 life. It was complicated. Anyway. But it felt like my deck was doing some things there. Okay. Looks pretty good. I've actually got 2 reanimation spells in the opening hand. Which means I guess I could discard one of them. Oh, turn 1 Ascendant Pack Leader. Well, that's not very friendly. We have a creature to discard here. So, okay, sure. Oh, nice. Get a cool picture. Cool card style of Junji. Right, that is the 3 wins. I will might just throw in a friendly concede. I think that's what that guy did. Because this is definitely a very challenging scenario. I'm kind of I can't help myself. I have to just mill and see if I have any amazing hits here. Yes. We got All-Seeing Arbiter and Dreadhound. Yeah. We didn't get any reanimation spells, but yeah, we're just gonna throw in a courtesy concede at the end there. Try and help people get to their wild cards. Right, have a little look at the deck. I don't think it was amazingly powerful or anything, but it did some interesting things eventually. If you want to just get to the 3 wins quickly, you can just play mono red, I think. Or the second deck we played, I think that was just Esper good stuff. Just all the rares from Esper, the Esper colours, all the removal spells, all the card advantage spells, and that seems to just work. I tried to go with a kind of synergy deck here, self-mill and reanimation, but it's just the power level just is kind of watered down a lot by the necessity of it being Singleton. I think synergy decks are harder to put together in this environment. I think wouldn't be surprised if just good stuff decks are the way to go, or mono red burn, because there's a lot of things that slot into mono red burn that you can play. You just need a mana curve. You need every card to do about 2 damage, and you're good to go, really. Yeah, we got a nice level kind of mana values. So we did a bit of the mana value theme as well. Things like Snooping Newsie and Tainted Indulgence. But yeah, I guess key cards for this deck. Altar of Baal seems really good because you can reanimate for 3 mana. You just need to exile a creature you control. And you can make a creature with it as well. I really like Bonecaller Cleric, so that's it's a creature and it reanimates a creature for 4 mana, which is pretty solid. Yeah, Undead Butler does a good job, does a bit of self-mill, and then when he dies you can just raise dead a creature card back to your hand, which is good for something that's cheap and does self-mill, like maybe a Snooping Newsie. We didn't get to Specialized Viconia, but this is the blue version of Viconia you want to pay attention to if you've got an important reanimation spell in the graveyard, like Graveyard Shift. Viconia can fetch that from the graveyard, and then when Viconia specializes, it makes a duplicate of that card and puts it into your hand. The blue version, that is. So you'd have to discard a blue card or an island to do that. I thought Vohar was really good. Just being able to tap, draw, and discard is very powerful for this deck. We couldn't quite. We did get Cemetery Tampering that previous game, but we didn't quite get the hideaway thing to pay off, even with a dedicated self-mill deck. But we were under the cosh a bit. It is hard to get 20 cards in the graveyard, I've got to say. I was kind of excited when I got 3 copies of this card when I did some drafts, because it's very, very low priority in draft. People, the bots ignore it. It's a good place if you want to pick up these kind of obscure rares, I think. But I'm determined to try and make this card work, but I guess it's not essential. Gray Slaad is a really good one. Mills 4 cards with the adventure, and it can get Menace and Death Touch, so it's a pretty solid beta or a good defensive option. Just seems really good. Mardu Outrider, nice if you have it. 5/5 for 3, and you can discard a card, which can obviously help your plan. We didn't see Body Launderer in action. The Monstrous War-Leech is really good with a high mana value card, such as Shadow of Mortality. If you can be lucky enough to hit that when you're milling things into the graveyard. And we saw Sarevok the Usurper, so he can be extremely powerful. The game I won by surprise against the green-red Wolves deck he gave my flyer +9 power just to win the game outright. I think, yeah, the Syndicate Infiltrator swung in for 14 damage. So, yeah, he can definitely be pretty cool. We kind of ran one each of these reanimation spells. I don't have the rare one. What's it called? Cruelty of Gix is a good one as well. Junji as well kind of reanimates, but as part of his death trigger. So it doesn't work if he gets exiled, unfortunately. And then the top end here. And Dreadhound also mills cards for you and has a mill payoff. So that's a good one to get. Only an uncommon. I've thrown in a few rares here, but whatever big creatures you have can work. And a good common. I've just remembered is, let's see. It's not here. I wonder why not. Because it's an uncommon, probably. It's probably 7 cost. That's the mistake, isn't it? It's the Writhing Necro Mass. Yeah, it does cost 7. 1 black and 6. So 1 less. Costs 1 less for each creature card in your graveyard. So that can be a nice cheap 5/5 if you've done a bit of milling. And yeah, we've just basically done 1 of each relevant land here. But it does mean you end up with quite a few tap lands, so I've not really tuned the mana base to make sure I've got the right number of blue and black sources. This is just one of everything. But you might find you're able to cut a few tap lands and it's still fine. Anyway, I think that is a video. Thanks for watching.